Controlling the financial reporting system. SOX legislation requires that management design and implement controls over the financial reporting process. This includes both the financial reporting system and the individual transaction processing systems that feed data into it. But here, we will examine only the controls that relate to the financial reporting system. The potential risks to the financial reporting system include a defective audit trail, unauthorized access to the general ledger accounts that are out of balance with subsidiary accounts, and incorrect general ledger account balances because of unauthorized or incorrect journal vouchers. If not controlled, these risks may result in misstated financial statements and other reports, thus misleading users of this information. COSO internal control issues. This discussion of financial reporting system physical controls will follow the COSO framework for control activities, which was introduced in Chapter 1. First, transaction authorization. The journal voucher is the document that authorizes an entry to the general ledger. It is vital to the integrity of the accounting records that the journal vouchers be properly authorized by a responsible manager at a source department. Second, segregation of duties. The general ledger provides verification control for the accounting process. To do so, the task of updating the general ledger must be separate from all accounting and asset custody responsibility within the organization. Therefore, individuals with access authority to general ledger accounts should not have record-keeping responsibility for special journals or subsidiary ledgers, prepare journal vouchers, and have custody of physical assets. Third, access controls. Unauthorized access to the general ledger accounts can result in errors, fraud, and misrepresentations in financial statements. SOX legislation explicitly addresses this area of risk by requiring organizations to implement controls that limit database access to authorized individuals only. Next, accounting records. The audit trail is a record of the path that a transaction takes through the input, processing, and output phases of transaction processing. This involves a network of documents, journals, and ledgers designed to ensure that a transaction can be accurately traced through the system from initiation to final disposition. And lastly, independent verification. The general ledger function serves as an independent verification step within the accounting information system. The financial reporting system produces two operational reports, the journal voucher listing and the general ledger change report, that provide proof of the accuracy of this process. The journal voucher listing provides relevant details about each journal voucher posted to the general ledger. The general ledger change report presents the effects of journal voucher postings to the general accounts. Here is the example of journal voucher listing. And this is the example of general ledger change report. Next, internal control implications of XBRL. Although the potential benefits of XBRL and associated web technologies have been extensively researched, less attention has been given to the potential control implications of using XBRL. There are three areas of specific concern, which are discussed here. First, taxonomy creation. Taxonomy may be generated incorrectly, which results in an incorrect mapping between data and taxonomy elements that could result in material misrepresentation of financial data. Controls must be designed and put in place to ensure the correct generation of XBRL taxonomies. Second, taxonomy mapping error. The process of mapping the internal database accounts to the taxonomy tags needs to be controlled. Correctly generated XBRL tags may be incorrectly assigned to internal database accounts, resulting in material misrepresentation of financial data. And lastly, validation of instance documents. As noted, once the mapping is complete and tags have been stored in the internal database, XBRL instance documents reports can be generated. Independent verification procedures need to be established to validate the instance documents to ensure that appropriate taxonomy and tags have been applied before posting to a web server.